So the next topic is accessing elements of the array and calculating the address of the array elements. Okay. So how will we access the elements of the array? So let me take an example. So let me take this as your array. Array name is A, index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what is your length? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements. So the index is 0 to 4, A of 4, right? It will be enclosed inside a square bracket as we have seen in the previous video. Suppose if I want to access the fifth element of the array, then what you have to write? You have to simply write A of 4, the corresponding subscript or the corresponding index you can use. Suppose if I want to access the third element, then it will be A of 2, right? Similarly, if I want to access the first element, then it will be A of 0. Okay, so that is what it is written here. To access the individual element of the array subscript must be used. So you know that subscript is nothing but your index or your bound by another name, right? Bound. So for example, if you want to access your first element, you can write just A of 0. But if you want to access all elements of the array, so in this for this example, let me take an same example. If I want to access the all elements, I have to access A of 0, A of 1, A of 2, A of 3 and A of 4. Then what you can do? You can use a loop, right? You can take a variable I for 0, then 1, then 2, 3, 4. So the loop can be continued. That is what written here. To access all the elements of the array, a loop is used. That is, we can access all elements of the array by varying the value of the subscript into the array. Only your index will vary, right? So let us see an example here. This example shows that it is a code to initialize each element of array to -1. Means what is the meaning? I have to initialize the value of A of 0 as -1, A of 1 as -1, A of 2 as -1, A of 3 as -1 and A of 4 as -1. So for that, what you will do? Your declaration int I, you're declaring a variable I. What is your marks of 10? It is marks is nothing but the array name is 10. So what you will be having? You will be having an array as name as marks, and the index is from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 because the length is 10, right? So the index will be 0 to 9. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, for I is equal to 0. For first case, what will happen when I is equal to 0? It will check the condition whether 0 is less than 10. Yes, the condition is true. Therefore, marks of I is equal to -1. What is I here? Marks of 0 will be equal to -1. Second condition, I will be incremented. I will be equal to 1. It checks the condition. Yes, the condition is true. Now, marks of 1 will be equal to -1. So, this continues until and unless what? Till the value of I is equal to 10. Once it becomes 10, 10 is less than 10. Condition is not satisfied. It will come out of the loop. Okay. So, all the values inside the all the elements inside the what array marks will be initialized by the value -1. Okay, so this next topic what you're going to see is calculating the address of the array element. If you want to find out what is the address of this array elements, then you have a formula. Okay, address of the data element is given by A of k is equal to B A of A plus W into k minus lower bound, where what is your A? A is nothing but your array. In this case, marks is your array name, right? And k is nothing but your index. So what will be this A of k? If you want to find out marks of 4, then A is your marks, A is your array is here marks, and 4 is your the index element for which we have to calculate the address. If you want to find out the element marks of 4 address, then it will be equal to marks of 4. Okay, if I want to calculate the address of your sixth element, then it will be marks of 5, right? So sixth element means it will be n minus 1, right? So index will be 5, so it will be marks of 5. So now BA is nothing but the base address. For example, it is nothing but your starting address. Starting address, initial address will be given. In this case, for this example, you see the marks of 0, the starting address is given 1000. So this is nothing but your base address of A, and W. W is what is your type, right? If it is an integer or float, this denotes the size, word size of one element in the memory. For example, you know that size of integer is 2 or 4 bytes, right? The size of the integer with respect to that of it, it depends on your corresponding compiler. So here we have assumed that the size of the integer is 2 bytes. Okay, 2 bytes, the processor taking the processor as your 16-bit. So now here words W is nothing but the word size. If it is a float, it will be equal to 4 bytes. Okay. K is your again your index, and what is your lower bound? Lower bound is nothing but your index. So what will be your lower bound? Lower bound will be your lowest index, that is your 0. Okay, so let us see an example. So you are given an array, array is given. Okay, array is int marks of 99, 67, 78, 56. Okay, these same datas, 85. So these are your array. Calculate the address of marks of 4. So marks of 4 has to be calculated if the base address is 1000. Base address is also given as 1000. So how will you calculate marks of 4 is equal to marks of, that is A of k is equal to, what is your base address? Base address is equal to 1000 plus size is equal to 2, because it is the type of integer. We are assuming it has 2 bytes into, what is your k is which index you have to find? Fourth index you have to find. Lower bound is 0. So 1000 plus 2 into 4, which is equal to 1008. So this is how you calculate using the formula, but you can directly calculate also if the base address is known, and you can see what is your data type and you can calculate it accordingly. Okay.